Hello Internet, I'm Dan, and as inspired by Amazing Phil, today I'm gonna give you a tour of my brain. I bought this weird x-ray thing off eBay, I'm not quite sure how it works. Let me just line myself up with it. Okay. Whoop, here we are. Wow. Human brains are gross. Anyway, let's look around. What have we got here? Ah, my social skills receptor. Yeah, as you can see, the cord connecting this to my motor neurons and speech center is somewhat damaged. It's always been like this. Here's the Daydream Department. This section is responsible for all of the background thoughts that end up drifting to the front of my consciousness. I also think this may be where the missing synapses from the social skills receptor ended up, which would explain my little talking to myself problem. Here we have the area that used to control my healthy reactions to shocking and disturbing images, but as you can see, it's more or less completely shriveled and dead. I believe that coincided around the time I started going on the internet. Over here... Oh, it's my aesthetic! Pretty cool. Yup. Spent a while collating that. And what's this? Ah, the distraction center. This contains all of the things I convince myself are more important than my responsibilities, like eating and checking emails and unnecessarily long toilet breaks with my phone. Sometimes, however, even these things aren't powerful enough to control me, and the signals end up going all the way up to here. The escapism hatch. The land of fantasy filled with fictional universes to get lost in and live through vicariously. Oh, I wish I could spend my whole life up here. Oh, I'm doing it again, Yeah, if I ever end up there, it's too late. The day is just a complete write-off. What about... oh... the envy lobe. Yeah, I tend not to go in here that often due to the giant green monster that lives there. He's kind of a dick, to be honest. Not very helpful. I'm trying to get him evicted. This here is the constant rhythm generator. I literally always have a song in my head, and if I'm not badly singing it or whistling it, I'll be tapping it on a table. People literally used to sit away from me in school because they'd find my tapping so annoying. Now this is my center for logic and rationality, the core of my brain that regulates my belief in impartiality and fair discussion. Or as my parents like to call it, being an annoying smartass. And here we have, oh, the opinion cortex. Yeah, when I see something that makes me want to voice an opinion, instead of expressing it, they just build up here. I've been harboring a lot of anger towards some of the ignorance in the world, so it's in pretty bad shape after being repressed for so long. The other week it was shaking pretty badly, like it was going to explode, so I'm letting bits out slowly. This is the corridor of fear. Yep, all the usual suspects in this thing. This one isn't really an issue until the sun goes down, at which point it usually opens and makes me freak out. Great! And here is the Cave of Regrets. A kind of bleak monument to all the things I wish I were and did. You know, general unfulfilled dreams and New Year's resolutions from 4 years ago. I try not to think about it. Okay, what else we got? That is the existential crisis pit. There it is, the gaping black abyss that swallows me into a spiral of despair, questioning whether anything has any meaning or if our lives are relevant at all. Look at it. Look at that darkness. Whoa! Yeah, we should be careful around this thing. Trust me, if you fall into that, you ain't coming out for a while. It's been growing somewhat alarmingly over the last few years, but I'm working on it. And I guess that is my brain. Yep, what goes on in my head all the time. Well, that was fun. Why did I want to do that again? Oh yeah, and one last thing. It's the sexy end screen zone. Oh yeah, if you enjoyed this tour, then give me a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe to Dan's channel to see more of his videos, then you can click here. Also, why not check out his new gaming channel or merch shop with Amazing Phil, which I bet you haven't heard of before, because it's not like Dan talks about it all the time. It's a bit annoying, to be honest, isn't it? Like, we get it, Dan. You're excited about them, but that doesn't mean that you need to talk about it literally all the time. Okay, that's enough of that. I wonder what the return policy is on this x-ray thing.